It has been raining for a little while now, and I'm really hardly considering if I should record this or if I should not record this, but I'm gonna record it and let's see what's happened. And yeah, this video has no hook. I'm not gonna do anything to keep you captivated. If you wanna watch it and listen to me, then you're very welcome. I'm gonna share some gold today. And if you wanna see something that's more entertaining, well then go and watch something else. In this video, I'm just going to share. What am I going to share about? I'm excited to tell you. I'm going to share about my love for Lord Rama. This is also some of the teachings, like some of the best teachings that I never hear anyone ever talk about, is the teaching and the path of having a front figure. This is why it's so amazing to have a master. Like, life has always been very kind with me. Life gave me a master, one that I could really look for, you know, like a light tower in the mist. Because there's a lot of people pretending to be masters. There's a lot of people pretending that they know. And it's easy to get captured in that. It's easy to get captured in the mist and in the height of spirituality. You know, this spiritual truth and this spiritual truth. And we don't quite get anywhere. And I know, because I was there. It's like every day has to be such a huge spiritual day, where in my teachings, as the way that I have been taught, is like, it's very mundane, it's very boring. Like, spiritual is day to day, and it's very boring and it's very practical. You know, there's the saying, before enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. And that's kind of what I want to share today. Ooh, I got a leaf that is protecting the camera and the lens for the rain. So, my love for Lord Rama. My love for Lord Rama. If you do not know who Rama is, Lord Rama, Sri Ram. Lord Rama is a Hindu god in Hinduism. He is an avatar, which means that he's been to this earth. In Hinduism, I'm quite sure that it is looked upon that Jesus was an avatar too. Jesus says, I am the son of God. Well, we all are. No, we all are created from life, therefore we are all children of life. I think that makes sense. That Rama was an avatar. He was walking on this earth around 14,000 years ago. And you know, people say it's a myth. I certainly do believe, for my own reasons, that he definitely walked on this earth. Like, there's no doubt in my mind, just as there's no doubt in my mind that Jesus was walking on this earth. And now here's the teachings that no one really seems to, it's boring, like it's the boring teachings, right? Have a front figure. Have a front figure. Have one that you look up to, and make that person that you look up to, make sure that it's a perfect person. No one's perfect, Jonathan. Shut up, callarte. I don't want to hear that. You can go to another place with that. Yes, of course. Like, nothing but perfection exists. When one is reaching perfection, it is the place where everything is just like, it is the place where Brahma, if you don't know, Brahma is the universe. Brahma is the universe. It is said that when you hear the infinite silence, you hear the infinite Om, which is Brahma. It's the name of Brahma. And it's the sign that you know so much in Hinduism that everyone has everywhere. That's the Om sign, the last chakra. The crown chakra. I think it's the crown chakra. Anyway, when we are in that place, we are Brahma, doing Brahma to Brahma. And what does that mean? It means that we are Brahma, we are the universe, we are the nature of the universe. Doing Brahma, doing the nature of the universe. What is the nature of the universe? The nature of the universe is service. Everything is at service. The air is at service for us, so we can fill our lungs and we can live. Without air, we will die. And air is there in abundance. Everyone, no matter who you are, Hitler or Buddha, air is always there for us. Abundance of air. Water is at service for us. Food is at service for us. Plants. The sun shining every day all through our lives, the sun is shining. That's service. That's the nature of the universe. Shining because of the warmth and the light and the beauty of the sun, there can be life on earth. Look at that. That's service. That's service. This can only be because of the sun. I don't know where the sun is. It's so clouded. It's not raining anymore. It can only be because of the sun. That's service. So the nature of the universe is service. See, there's a little light. Make it a little darker. Don't want to cut out any information. So the nature of the universe is service. So we are Brahma, doing Brahma, the nature of the universe. So we are the nature of the universe, doing the nature of the universe to Brahma, to the nature of the universe. Right? That is the state of perfection. And when we are no longer resisting everything, everything is just allowing to flow, and we are in one with everything. We are always at one with everything. And oh man, I heard a monk, a Buddhist monk or a Hindu monk, I don't know, talk about this. And that's such a fun thing, like, because like he asks the questions. He asks the question if Maya is true, and Maya is the illusion. Maya is the illusion of separation. And it's a fun answer because at a certain state of awareness, our states of awareness, we are living in the separation, right? There's me right here and there's you watching this. And then there's other people. That's Maya. That's the illusion of separation. But when you have transcended that illusion, nothing has changed. You have just realized that thing you believed were true were not true. So now it does not exist. So it's this funny thing where it's like Maya exists, but Maya does not exist. The illusion of separation exists, but it does not exist. There is only one. And there is only perfection. When we go, this is the path of everyone. Everyone is going here. Wherever you're going, everyone is going here. Om Namah Shivaya. All rivers flow to the sea. And this is the path. So if I am perfect here, like let's say I have attained everything, the highest of spiritual truth, I am the Buddha. If I'm there and I am then the perfect, I'm then perfect, the perfect being. That means that every step I have been taking to get there has been perfect. That every person I have hurt, and every time I've hurt myself, every stupid thing I've ever done must have been perfect in order for me to end in perfection, right? So everything is without a doubt and without any, what's that called? Like without any opposites, perfection. Without any, I'm using so many English words. Without any, doesn't matter. So everything is perfect. Why is it important? I lost my thread, so I'm just gonna go back to Rama. Why is it important to have a front figure? And it's so boring, because it's like being spiritual for me, when I see other people doing it, I feel like it's very superficial. It's very superficial. It's about meditating, and it's about, I just feel so connected with everything. Everything is one, everything is love, everything is light. Yes, and all of this is true, but it's also like, it's also not realistic, if you kind of know what I mean here. Because it's like, let's be up here, let's not be dragged down, but life is also those heavy emotions. Life is also what we don't want life to be. And I think that's a huge teaching. I think that's a huge teaching. Life is also what we don't want life to be. Because most spiritual people want life to be spiritual. And life is spiritual, but life is also not spiritual. Like, and when it's not spiritual, it's still spiritual. It's like, it's a hard one to put your words around. I hope you're getting where I'm going at. The true spiritual teachings, and this also comes from Krishna, is that self-mastery. The true spiritual teachings is self-mastery. That is the teachings of the Buddha. That is the teachings of Lord Rama, and that's the teachings of Krishna. It's all about self-mastery. And that's why, that's exactly why, and that's the most spiritual. Like taking that step towards self-mastery, I'm not trying to control anything in life. I'm not trying to change anything in life. I'm not even trying to be spiritual. I'm just doing my best to master myself, to master the mind, and to master the body. Rama, Rama, such a beautiful name. When I get a boy, I will call him Rama. He's going to be Rama. Having a front figure then is like being in a situation. Let me give an example. Being in a situation, I would then ask myself, what would Rama do? What would Rama do? Because if I'm in the perspective, what would Jonathan do? Well, Jonathan is at times very egocentric and he has his shortcomings, of course, as we all have, and there's nothing wrong with that. That is part of the journey, that's perfect too. But it's like someone came up to me and asked for money because his son was sick and needs a pill. He'd been in an accident, it's not very nice. And he asked for $50. And my first thought was like, no, I'm not gonna give you $50. I'm not gonna do that. I was very resistant. I'm always that. With giving money, I'm very good at giving money, but I'm always resistant. But that's also why I'm giving, because it's like, no, I don't want not to be kind. I don't want not to be generous. No, he came and he asked for $50. And I was like, no, I don't want to give that. And right away, my mind was, what would Rama do? Rama would give the money and he would say, keep it, don't even think about it. Be sure that your son gets exactly what he needs. You need this money. Your son needs this money more than I do. It's fine. Rama would do that. And he would not even be thinking about getting the money back. He would not even be thinking about it. So there I was, and I was like, I don't want to give $50, but what would Rama do? Rama would give it. So I went up and I gave $50, of course. And then I was resisting in it. I was like, yes. But again, what would Rama do? Well, then I just have to let go and give it as a present. So you see, this way, I am always aligning myself with what would Rama do. And this comes in any situation. If you're in a conflict with your partner, which is like, relationships are difficult and we are in conflicts with our partners, again, what would Rama do? Rama would sit and he would listen to his partner. And he would be very calm and he would be very, very sure that he's understanding everything that his partner is sharing. He would be very sure that he's understanding and making sure that she knows that she is seen, heard, supported, and understood, no matter what she would be telling him. She could be like, you are doing horrible in this relationship. This relationship is not working because of you. You are the problem. If she was telling that to Rama, which is very triggering and difficult for us to be in, Rama would be very calm. And he would really be sure that she felt supported, heard, seen, and understood. And he would really be sure to understand. So he could resolve the conflict and so that she could be happy again. That's what Rama would do. That is a character, man. That's something to live up to. I have to say that's something to live up to, and that is self-mastery. Because what is the easy thing to do? And this also brings me to such a thing, like such a teaching. This brings me to another teaching, like this comes from Tao Te Ching, the Chinese book. I have a whole series where we're going through Tao Te Ching. If you want to watch it, link in the description for the playlist. But it's very normal in life, I think. Like it's a contradiction that goes for everything. Now it says, what is easy seems hard. What is easy seems hard. Krishna also talks about this. He says that pleasure in the beginning tastes like sweet nectar, but it will be a deadly poison. Whereas doing the hard thing, self-mastery, is bittersweet. It's bitter in the beginning, but it gets sweet, right? So what is easy seems hard, and this goes for everything. If you want that, like what is easy? Having a healthy body, that's an easy life. Like that's easy, you know, that's, if you want an easy life, having a healthy body, that's it. Having a healthy mind creates an easy life. But that means you have to train. You have to do exercises. You have to make sure your body is fit. You have to eat healthy. You cannot just blah, blah, blah with cake. You cannot just sit in front of the TV every single day and eat chips or candy. You cannot do that. That is the hard life. Because then you are not healthy. Then you are not strong. Then you are not aware. You don't have a calm mind. That's the hard life. That's hard. So much suffering. So what is easy seems hard, because then we have to train. We have to train our minds. We have to train our bodies. And that seems hard. But that's the easy life. So what is easy seems hard. Right? I love that. I love that teaching so much. And that's also, so in this relationship with listening in a conflict with your partner, being triggered and blaming and saying, you don't understand me, but you're doing this and this and this, that's the easy thing to do. But what will that create? That's the hard relationship. That's a relationship filled with conflict. That's a relationship filled with pain. The hard thing in that moment is to be calm and to let go of the triggeredness as it comes, and be precise and be sure to understand your partner. Be sure that she feels supported, seen, heard and understood. That's the hard thing to do in that moment. But what does that create? That creates the easy relationship. Right? It's so fun and it's so boring. Like I'm not giving you anything that's like sit down and let go to get what you want in life. It's like, oh, this spiritual truth will set you free. Be enlightened like this. No, I'm not giving you any of that. It's not true. It's false promises. It's glamour. It's superficial. You don't want that either. You don't want to be enlightened like that. You don't want, and also what is enlightenment? But that's a very different thing. You don't want that. You want to master yourself. You don't want anything that can make sure that you can get what you want. Oh, but I can sit and I can visualize and I have abundance of money. I have abundance of money. And then money is just coming to me. Abundance of money. Abundance of money just come to me. No, you don't want that. You want to go out and do the work. If you want money, do the work. Earn it. And that is self-mastery too. You know, you want this. How do you get this? How do you get from here to there? Well, there's a certain step. And there's like a certain gap that needs to be filled. And if you want abundance of money, well, then you better work for it so you can get abundance of money. Following the passion, following the heart, and doing it in devotion, to Lord Rama, in devotions in service to other human beings. Service to Lord Rama, service to other human beings. The same monk that said this thing with, that I shared before with Maya, he shares a story about he was at an airport at the middle of the night, and then came like the security guard. He was like, hey man, please hold like a preach. I want to listen to you. We want to listen to you. And then he was holding a preach. And then he asked that security guard, he asked him, what is the last thing that you do when you're leaving home? And he said, the last thing I do, the security guard, the last thing I do when I leave home is that I put a flower at the feet of Lord Hanuman. If you don't know who Lord Hanuman is, there's so many gods in Hinduism. Lord Hanuman is a monkey. And Lord Hanuman is the devotee of Lord Rama. And Lord Hanuman is the god of devotion. Lord Hanuman is so devoted that when he was asked to prove his devotion to Lord Hanuman, to Lord Rama, he ripped his chest open to show his beating heart that was beating with Lord. Inside of the beating heart was Lord Rama, and Sita, the wife of Lord Rama. So that's the law of devotion. And the security guard says that I put a flower on the feet of Lord Hanuman before leaving my home every single day. And then this monk, he's so kind, man, he's so beautiful. He says, okay, so imagine that every time that you as a security guard in an airport, like you have to scan people and for weapons, stuff like that. So he says, every time that you handle a human being, that you do anything, in your mind, have an image of you putting a flower at the feet of Lord Hanuman. So every time you're doing any service at all, you're doing service directly to Lord Hanuman. And that means service to other human beings. That's where we are guided to. We're guided to a life of service. But a life of service is also a life of service for ourselves. So, translated, it would be like doing the training. That's my thing, man. I'm starting to train, and I find it so difficult, and I'm really about like discipline, devotion, you know. This is my devotion to Lord Rama. This is my devotion to Lord Rama. Anything I do in life. These videos, it's my devotion, it's my love to Lord Rama. I want to be at service. I want to help you where I can help you. And now this is just going to be sharing. So having a front figure is a way for us to guide ourselves through life. We always have that lighthouse where we're like, it's this way. And there comes a lot of people who's like, oh, I can be that lighthouse. You know, it's like noise, right? If you're ever in your life been with a master, with a true master, you will know the difference. You will know the difference. When they speak, it comes from silence. And it's so powerful. But then there are other pretenders. And when they speak, it comes from noise. So in all of this world full of noise everywhere, what should I do? You should do this, you should do this. You should meditate 5 hours every day. You should do the half a step back meditation, link in the description. And you should join the newsletter of Be Happy, the Be Happy Circle. Definitely you should join that. You get with it 2 guided half a step back meditations with it. So be sure, link in the description, be sure to be part of the Be Happy Circle newsletter. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you are sure to get every single video I'm uploading. So that's the thing, in all of this noise, with everyone telling us what to do, with everyone telling us how to live our lives, having that front figure, having that lighthouse, Rama, and you just, no, this is not it. Rama's that way. And Rama will be your teacher. Rama will be your master. And Rama will be your love. You will say Rama just because you love the name so much. Now there's the mantra that goes Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There's a lot of mantras. One that I really love for now is Sri Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Again, for Lord Rama, supuesto, of course. And I always thought, it was like, oh yeah, you sing them because you have to, kind of. You know, being spiritual, you kind of have to sing mantras. You know, it's kind of like, no, that's the deal. That's how I understood it back then. But now, after so many years, and after falling in love with Rama, I have really come to understand that I am singing because I love Rama. I'm singing Sri Ram, Jai Jai Rama, because I love Rama. It brings me joy to sing it. It brings me joy because I love Rama so much. As well as it brings me joy to sing my love songs for my fiancée. Right? That brings me joy. I love singing my songs for her because I love her so much. It brings me joy. And it's the same. I sing to Lord Rama because I love Lord Rama. Yeah. Having a front figure, man. Having a front figure, that is so boring. And it's so basic and so day to day, but it is life-changing. But it's not life-changing overnight. I'm not giving you any, that's one of my core principles in this. It's like, I don't want, in Be Happy, I don't want to give you any false promises. I don't want to give you any false promises. I want to give you what has worked for me. And it's like when you get good at something, you know what's working, what's not working. Not saying that I'm a master, not saying that I'm better than anyone else, like not saying that I know what other people don't know. That's not what I'm saying. When you have played music for many, many years, and you have dived all into music, and you know all about music, and you don't have to look. You just take an instrument, and you let go, and you play, and you know music. Music is just flowing through you. But then you know a lot more about music than I do, right? Then you know a lot more about music, and you know what works and what doesn't work. And it doesn't mean that you are better than anyone else, but you're certainly better at music than me. And you know more music than me. That's what it means. So in this way, because this has been my life for many years now, and in this way I'm sharing with you what works and what doesn't work. And there's a lot of noise out there, there's a lot of false promises, and I'm doing my best never to be a false promise. I am struggling in life too. I'm still struggling. I have tasted the nectar, the little river. It's not, what's it called, like when it's a little river? What's it called? In Danish it's called un kilde. And I think that's like such a beautiful word. The river of eternal happiness. I have tasted the water from that. I have tasted the water from that. And my goal in life is to just flow with the river of happiness. And it is to share as much of that water and as much as how we get into the river of happiness as I can. That is my goal in life. That is my purpose in life. That is the purpose of Be Happy. The slogan of Be Happy is open your heart up to life and be happy. And that's exactly what we have to do. And how do we do that? Do we do that with false promises? No, we can't do that with false promises. But when we have a front figure, when we have one that we look up to, and we behave like Rama, what happens is that we start self-mastery. We start to trust ourselves. We know that we are strong. We know that we're beautiful. We know that we are kind. We know that we are calm. Not only we know that we are it. We are kind. We are beautiful. We are calm. We are strong. Right? That's who we are. Then we can open our hearts slowly, 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 slowly. And opening the heart brings pain, and then it closes, and then we like slowly opens up again, and it closes a little more, and like that's the journey. Keep on opening the heart, opening up, going through the pain. I think that was it, man. At the end, I wanted to say, what do I want to say? I don't think I want to say anything actually. Thank you for watching. Bless you. Have a beautiful day. Be happy.